Turn up the volume, let me hear the sound. Night and day network with the talk of the town.
What's up, my Curry gang? We about to get right in this.
But you know, that plate that you talking about, since I'm in Phoenix and I'm so close, I can cook something and freeze it and make it ready to heat and send it to you, because you know I'm capable of that, my dear.
You know, I know what your capabilities are, baby. Hey,
And everybody needs to know you are my wifey. My husband is second.
my husband, he knows what it is too. You know, I've been married
Look,
almost
and
20
guess
years.
what? And guess what? My husband ain't got no problem with it. You remember right before we got married and we went to Cracker Barrel when you came to Dallas.
Yeah.
So you see us from the beginning, and see, if don't nobody know, I knew what I was doing because I knew you would smoke them over.
Oh yeah. I do remember that very day, and
And
every
my mama
time
ate more than all of us.
when you I'll never forget. Plus, I also have the video. I don't know if you've ever seen my birthday party video when you sang at my party. Did you ever see
I
it?
haven't seen it yet.
I'll have to shoot that to you.
Oh my goodness, that was such a good night.
That was a
Me
beautiful fucking
and
night.
Kelly and
Oakland was
Trudy.
in the building.
Oakland was all the way in the building.
You
Man,
and
it was
Dwayne was
that.
upstairs. Y'all, Dwayne Wiggins was playing for you,
Uh-huh.
and you was singing and scatting and carrying on. They wasn't ready.
You had us a good old damn time.
You know, now see this other paper that I had the last of the jobs. Right?
Ah.
And I had to do 2 papers on that. Oh, I think I done licked the bitch on the wrong side.
See,
And
I'm
then
smoking one of my I'm smoking one of my Cannabis.
Oh,
You know I make these now.
I did not know. God damn it. And now I'm gonna have to these I can use one paper, but I done licked the bitch on the wrong side.
Now you gotta use 2. Don't you waste that paper, just roll it tight.
Girl, you know I'm about to go back around this motherfucker again. So Jag.
Look, I'm sitting here rocking on this Gary Payton with a hint of rosé.
That's a Sunday for you.
Oh yeah, I gotta get ready to cook.
Now, what's on the menu today, sis?
Today, I am going to go and pick up a nice fish, probably a sea bass.
Oh yeah.
And do it with some couscous and some Mediterranean veg. And I'm going to have some grape leaves and hummus and my toast points that I do.
Toast points, girl. They don't know. I love grilled sea bass. I love sea bass any way you make it.
I'm going to tell you this right now. I got you on the Chilean sea bass with my pineapple coconut curry sauce that I make from scratch. It's ridiculous. And I'm also working on a recipe for a coconut jerk. For coconut jerk Chilean sea bass.
Yum. You know, I don't think that people, unless they're familiar with the Jamaican cuisine, I don't think people really understand how coconut can enhance your meal. When you get the rice and peas from the original place, or if you're in Jamaica,
and a little coconut shaving,
they cook it in coconut milk.
Yes, they do, and put the little coconut shaving on the top. That's the old. But see, this is the thing, though, Nelly. Coconut is good on everything. I be rubbing coconut on my husband.
Coconut milk.
Shit, look, listen, if them COVID numbers get right, I'm gonna come up there and rub your feet down with some coconut oil.
Don't threaten me with a good time. Shit.
I put that shit on everything.
Now, Jag, you know that people don't come on here to hear us bullshit about coconut benefits. Let me ask you a question, sis.
Okay.
Give them a sermon today. I see your
okay.
Hubby. Hey, hubby.
Hold on, here he is.
I see him. Hey, bro.
My volume went all the way down. Do you see it? Look, wait.
Hey.
It's good to
Turn
see
it
you.
down.
Okay, this is what I want to say.
Uh-huh.
I feel like January 6th, 2022, we all ought to buy ribs and chicken and sausages and barbecue and make potato salad. And it is the new nigga holiday, the day that white folks officially lost their motherfucking mind.
You want to know what's even crazier?
What?
It's my wedding anniversary. My wedding anniversary got upstaged by the Wiggers on the Wall.
January 6th.
Yep.
And the 7th is my daughter's birthday. She turned 25 on the 7th.
Well, look out for the cookout.
I will be at the cookout. Now, let me just say, my husband, he thinks he works for CNN, okay? He's on CNN day and night and day. And I give it a break, but I get on, I get my stuff from him. But I had it on last night. I wasn't looking at it. I just had it on for the light on the TV, and I watched it this morning. It's amazing to me that every fucking day, more video comes out of more. Okay, I don't know how they're going to put this cat back in the mother bag. I really don't.
They can't. Listen to me. This is why the white people are so confused right now. They all knew that Trump was about this life. They just thought that he was going to keep it under wraps. They thought he was going to throw the rocks and hide his hands. They never thought he was going to come out and say, damn it, I'm a winner and I'm proud.
Baby, these white folks, and for the white folks that are on here, if it applies to you, then we're talking to you. If it don't apply to you, then we're not talking to you. Just do like you tell us to do. Shut the fuck up, sit back and listen. Black folks are amused as fuck at this horror because we knew this all the time. We know this in the street. We know we know the climate of the country. We know the way that they look at us, the way that they bullshit us.
To protect my life and my property. You play that shit with me, we ain't talking.
Listen, I've been on the niggas to watch list for a long time, girl. I think you're on. I think I saw your name. It goes,
honey, I'm on that list.
It goes Dick Gregory, Paul Mooney, you and me, and then some other motherfuckers.
Once upon a time, Rick James was at the top of that list.
Angela Davis been on it for 45 fucking years.
Forever. She doing life.
I don't give a fuck because what I'm not is a coon. What I'm not is silent. What I'm not is fake. What I'm not is timid. I don't give a. I really don't give a fuck. That's why I'm glad we got a platform like this, and we got a platform like my YouTube channel and things, and you go on YouTube and we can say what the fuck we want to, and while everybody's trying to have a big beautiful house in Beverly Hills and stuff like that, I prefer the Black Beverly Hills. I prefer the Doms down here. I prefer Leimert Park. I prefer Ladera Heights.
You know I love me some Leimert Park.
And you
remember I was going to move to Leimert.
Listen, I want to be able to sit in my backyard and have a loud conversation like this with my friend, smoking weed and drinking wine without the white folks next door getting scared, reaching over the fence and taping me. And
calling the police.
And calling police. Who will come and kill me.
This is the funny thing. Everybody thinks that having all of this shit makes you special. And it does. It makes you a fucking target. Because once this whole system crash, it's going to be them rich motherfuckers that they come for. How the hell did Kim Porter's house get broken into?
Listen, I'm going to tell you how. Because it's your motherfucking friends that will set you the up.
In a heartbeat.
How many people know the code to your alarm system? How many people can go to the bathroom and accidentally on purpose leave that window ajar? It's the people you let in your own motherfucking house that will fuck you up. You want to know how small my circle is? It's about this small.
I know.
Of the people that can get in my motherfucking house. When people
and guess what? I will not fuck up my position ever.
And this is before quarantine. I was Katt said I've been self-quarantined for 3 years now. I was born for this shit, you know?
Yep.
And,
do you remember what he used to say all the time?
Huh?
He used what? I mean, Mikey used to say so many things, but the one thing that I remember him saying is, you'll never be famous without a shitload of haters.
Amen. And let me tell you something else. It wasn't drugs, and it wasn't um, the thing that was part of the destruction, which she's not destroyed, by the way. You know,
No,
I
no,
know.
not at all.
But the thing that when Katt started having a bunch of problems was when he started telling the truth in them specials. He was telling
I
who
was
was
there,
getting
Luenell.
he was telling who was getting their dick sucked in the
Luenell,
boardroom.
you remember I was there when we shot first
I
Sunday.
know it. He was telling who was getting their dick sucked in
It
the
all
boardroom.
started with the Flavor Flav roast.
That's where it stopped.
That's where it started. I was sitting right there in the office when he was cussing out the president of Comedy Network. And he said, y'all, I don't give a how much money y'all pay me. You are not going to sit me. You're not going to sit me out here to just totally
I
disrespect this
was
black
there
man.
too,
He said, this is cool,
and the Flavor Flav roast.
but I won't do it.
The Flavor Flav roast set the tone. When the roast used to be fun and amusing, back in the Red Fox day, back in the Richard Pryor day, Dean Martin and all that stuff, they were fun and they were amusing. But after Flavor Flav, these roasts became racial, they became insulting and hurtful. I was there when people were calling Flavor Flav a black crusty monkey in front of his mother and his children, and they added it on Comedy Central. When Katt started talking about who was doing cocaine in the boardroom, who was getting their dick sucked in the boardroom, who was having little sword fight parties and shit
They
like
came
that,
for him.
that's when everything started to go on down. Now,
I watched
who don't believe that? I know what I know.
me and Red Grant talked about it. And I said, they out to get him, ain't they? And he said, Jag is looking that way. Is looking that way.
The shit that, when he punched somebody, you don't hear the audio. All you see is the bullshit. So you don't know how many times they done called him a nigga before he punched somebody.
Of course.
And when you got that money, you got a target on your back.
Micah is not crazy. Micah is not crazy, and he's not paranoid.
No, he's not.
Katt Williams is not crazy, and he's not paranoid.
They
were mad because they saw how the kind of power he was generating, and they knew if they didn't stop him then, they wouldn't be able to stop him.
Listen, he had as much influence as Trump at one time.
Oh, absolutely.
You can't be one man, not the Jackson 5 or the Tim. You can't be one man and fill up arenas and arenas and arenas like that. Other people can do it because they want to look and see if you're going to fail or see if you're going to do this. But that nigga was straight funny and kicking knowledge, just like Paul Moon.
Listen to me. He's probably the most influential and brilliant comedian of his era, period.
But
and I'll say that to anybody.
I can't say nothing, but I'm going to say this. I'm going to say 3 words. You ready? Just you wait.
I already know. Because if anybody thought he was out, they were stupid. You can't keep that kind of brilliance down.
And for all the people to be blah, 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 there's a whole nother network full of woke white folks and woke black folks that are working behind the scenes to motherfucker make sure that the message gets out. Anyway, that's my boy. I ride with him. They try to do
the same thing to Dave Chappelle. And look at what happened. You can't keep real brilliance down.
Well, they keep me in my mother place, but no,
they don't. They won't for long. No, they won't for long because I feel it. I feel it coming.
The last shall be first, and the first shall be last.
Period.
We didn't make that up. That's in the good book. And these people that is raising their children with hate, and because you don't be born with hate. It's not in your DNA.
It's learned behavior.
You have to be taught with it. But white folks, sorry white folks, have a history of raping, pillaging, torturing, firing, burning, looting. They're the ones who did it.
Yeah.
And
then they blame it on
the example. So I know people who was looting when they had the last thing here in Los Angeles and they didn't tear up our town and they went straight up to Beverly Hills. And there was white folks coming out of Gucci and Chanel on Rodale Drive with arms full of shit, telling the black folks, go in and get your shit. They owe this to us. Well,
they went in first.
Listen, they shut Oprah Winfrey black down in London. They didn't let her black ass in because it don't matter how much money you got.
A nigga is still a nigga.
That's right. That's right. In this America. And you
You remember when Jay-Z and Beyonce tried to buy that house in the Hollywood Hills? And they blocked them from the sale, and they sold it to a white dude that offered less. He offered 10 million less. And they took the bid for 10 million less.
Because they didn't want nobody, Jay-Z or Beyonce, up in there.
They was like, it don't matter. Good for you. Do it in Baldwin Hills.
Because they do it, they feel like if one nigga come, then here come a bunch of more niggas.
All the niggas gonna come.
And they're right. Because, yeah, we like to have cookouts. We like to commune. We like to be with each other. We like to laugh. We like to sit back and laugh at this shit. Now, while it isn't funny, it is. But it isn't funny because this is our country, and we are being made a mockery of. You know what? When I went to Africa the last time, I went to Seychelles, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I went to Seychelles, and I got off the plane, and I had a driver to meet me and take me to the resort.
Right.
And after we said good day and all this, the driver said to me, he said, "So, what about your president?" And he laughed in my face, and
Period.
I wasn't even there for 5 minutes. We are a laughing stock. It ain't united about the United States of motherfucking America, okay?
I say it all the time now. The hardest thing is to be an American artist and go overseas, because they give you about 30 seconds to speak before they start tagging you with dumb American.
But the other part of going over to Europe is that's where you will get respect. Look at Josephine Baker. Look at the Pearl Bay. Everybody who went away from here got paid.
Yeah.
Lived large. You ain't seen, when last time you seen Tina Turner? Because you know what she
You don't got to.
With her young white man over there in wherever she's at, Switzerland.
On the she's right down the coast from Beaumont-sur-Mer in France. Not far from where I want to retire, because I'm going to retire in the south of France.
Well, I was over Glodine's house yesterday. Yeah, Glodine White, as in Barry's widow, and her sister, who was also in Love Unlimited with her. She lived in. She was married to a German white man, and she lived in. I think she lived. What was it? Sweden? I think she lived in Sweden for 25 years. Happy as a lamb. No problemo. I ain't saying there's not racism everywhere, but this bullshit we experiencing.
It's a different kind. It's different. It's more like bigotry or separatism. You don't get hated for your color. You get hated because you were born poor or because you're German living in France. Like, it's all different. It's not just off of color.
And people don't know that there's black people in every nationality. There's black Germans. There's black Russians. There's black Swedish. There's
Chinese Jamaicans.
There's black Chinese. There's black Filipinos. Mooney taught me about all that shit. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I mean, the truth is, we're respected everywhere but here.
Yeah.
And the reason why we're respected everywhere but here is because this place, this so-called country, started with disrespect. Number one, they came in uninvited. Then they befriended the natives. And then the second that them up turned their back, after they thought they was friends and they exchanged stuff and smoked a peace pipe, they turned around, killed and raped everybody and said, "Oh yeah, we taking over."
And then called it Thanksgiving.
Yeah, well, listen to me. They were thankful, and there was plenty of giving. They should really call it thanks taking.
The other thing that kills me is, like, if you're born, right, and people start telling you you're pretty, you're pretty. You're a pretty girl. You're so pretty. Then you start to know, like, I'm cute. I'm pretty. I don't know where it is or how it was that the girl, I'm getting hot. I got to open the back door. I don't know where it is or how it was that white people are born and somebody tells them, you're everything. The world belongs to you. You are superior. Everybody else bows down to you. We are white. We are pure. Just like Mooney said, the black hat on the cowboy, the bad guy. Black Friday. Black is night. You know, everything black is bad, and everything white is beautiful and amazing. And then it goes on for generations and generations and generations and generations and generations. And
President like Donald J. Trump.
And then, you know, he really just should have stood. You can't take somebody from Celebrity Apprentice and put them in the motherfucking White House. The fuck? I just don't, it hurts me that my child is being raised up in this, you know? It hurts me that because the kids, when you're 20 years old and you should be seeing the world and traveling and living and whooping it up and stuff like that, and you're quarantined and your career gets shut down before you can get it started and you have to live. You know, my daughter is gonna, if she lives to have children, my daughter's gonna have to say, when I was growing up, there was a race war. When I was growing up, there was a pandemic. I didn't get to go out and travel and do the things I wanted to do when I was in my 20s because we was locked the fuck down. See,
yeah,
you know, they tried to blame AIDS on black folks. Then they tried to say AIDS was just a gay disease. They always want to try to do some shit and never take accountability for what they do. You know, there's some.
They changed the name of cannabis to marijuana, which was a Spanish word, so they could say it was a dirty Mexican drug, when the truth is, it's the one thing that this country needs to sustain sustainable life.
I'm about to light up this dirty Mexican drug in just a second, right here.
You have neurological pain, chest pain, heart palpitations, headaches, brain fog, anxiety, insomnia, fatigue, and abdominal discomfort. With all the environmental disasters and contaminants plaguing our land, water, air, and food, we need something to counteract all the pollution that is making us sick. This is where Zeolite comes to the rescue. Millions of people have been using detoxification supplements to remove harmful toxins, pollutants, heavy toxic metals, as well as to balance pH levels, lower the risk of viruses like cold and flu, support the immune system, and improve nutrient absorption. What is zeolite? Zeolite is a volcanic ash that forms over time when ash and lava react with alkalized water, resulting in a compound with a very strong cage-like structure and a negative charge. Zeolite is one of the most fascinating and powerful nature remedies available. Great to detox and balance your body. Health benefits of detoxing. The removal of excess heavy metals can improve overall health. Detoxification helps balance a body's pH levels. This product provides 30 capsules, 1 month supply, ships within 3 days. Purchase now at night and daynetmarket.com.